for our final webinar, final live webinar. But as I mentioned before, our tutorials will still continue. And the tutorials that will be provided will depend on the assignments that you've provided in the past weeks. So if you provided your assignment and you focused on making logo or web design or web graphics or poster, ganyan, so the tutorial will also be about your assignment. I mean, yun. And I think if you remember, we also had live editing last week ba yun? Or the other week. And so, alam naman natin, no, as beginners, we get easily overwhelmed po sa Photoshop kasi there are so many things that we can do in Photoshop and there's so many tools sa Photoshop na if you are a beginner, you easily get overwhelmed and then you get lost easily in Photoshop. And that is why a lot of people, especially the beginners, get intimidated to use the tool before they even get started. I think, sino ba dito yung we're all familiar with this principle, the paradox of choice. Patay po sa chat box na not familiar. If you're not familiar. Uy, Sir Dwight. Hi. Regards naman sa nakamask. Oh, sino ba dito yung di familiar sa paradox of choice principle? Si Sir JRO, nakabakasyon pa to? Vacation mode pa to? Wala ba? Wala bang familiar sa paradox of choice? Wala ata eh. Not familiar. Alright. Sige po, simple lang po siya. It's just like you have so many options. Yung sa Photoshop, marami siyang tools and then na pwedeng pagpipilian and then maraming pwedeng possibilities na pwede mong gawin sa Photoshop. And because of that, when you see a lot of choices, a lot of options, a lot of tools, you get paralyzed. That's the tendency of us normal people. We get paralyzed when we're presented with so many options. Pareho lang yan sa shopping. Let's say you want to buy some like one shampoo lang, then when you get to the store, when you see so many brands, variations of the brand or shampoo or the thing that you're gonna buy, sometimes ako personally, sometimes I go home na walang mabili, no? Kasi I get paralyzed of the many choices presented to me. That is why sa ating pong lesson, sa ating masterclass, to avoid getting paralyzed with the options in Photoshop, you were asked, or I asked you to choose your one thing, right? I asked you to focus on that one thing, and then from there, you're gonna do your designs, and then you're gonna practice your one thing, especially sa atin, sa inyong mga beginners in Photoshop. So if it's logo design, if that's your one thing, if that's the one thing that you chose to focus on, or poster making, or photo editing, or ano man yan, stick muna tayo with that particular specific project para po to avoid getting overwhelmed, and in somehow or eventually you'll become master at that one thing. And then once you have gained your confidence in that particular thing, you may now start to diversify to other project. Or kung like feeling nyo confident na kayo gumawa ng logo, pwede na kayo mag-diversify to other projects. And I think it's in week 2, you learn the fundamental tools that you should familiarize and master yourself, so that when you get lost, or if in case you get lost, you know where to go back to sa tools. And now I believe that you have somehow gained your confidence in terms of using the tool, tama ba? Compared to before, compared to the time before you in the masterclass, tama ba? Yay! Tama. Salamat naman. So, I believe now it is time to take it to the next level. So what I mean is that you may now start to explore on how to make profit from your creations by selling them. And if you remember, you joined in this masterclass not just for the fun of doing the creations. Of course, it is fun because you're all creative people here, and we love to create stuff. We love to design, ganon. But we're doing that not just for the fun of it, but also for profit. And now it's time to sell your creations, and it's time to monetize them. However, sa ating mga creative and artistic people, when we heard the word sell, parang it's a bit scary, di ba? Tama ba? Would you agree? Would you agree na pag pinag-uusapan yung selling your creation, selling your designs, we get scared. Yeah. Screwy. Parang who am I to sell my art or ganyan. So that's why guys, you're so lucky. I'm so lucky also that we have someone who is a creative person and who has done it in this episode of the masterclass of the webinar. I asked the help of someone who has been there, who has done it. I think I mentioned he's a creative person and he's making a lot of profit from his creations, and he will share later on. And in short, he has the experience and expertise on this matter, and he would love to share with you guys tonight. But before I proceed, before I introduce him, just the usual routine po, I'd like to request everyone to turn off all the distractions, especially during the live webinar. And I know you're all busy, kaya ano lang. And then the lecture will be quick. So hopefully we can minimize distractions. If possible, we can log out from other social networking, whatever. Para lang po makafocus tayo sa masterclass. Kasi mahal yung natin, yung guest. Mahal yung oras ng guest natin. So yun. And then, if ever you have questions, I hope you hold it muna until the end of the guest's presentation. And I'm sure also that maybe some of the questions you will have will be answered along the way or towards the end of the presentation of our guest. So, okay na po ba yun? So, yeah, introducing our resource speaker. Thank you po. Yes. Our resource speaker, as mentioned in the video introduction that you received, is one of the kindest, generous, and trusted coaches in an online community of entrepreneurs sa Internet Business Masterclass po. And the reason I think he's kind is that I know that he's super busy with his business or businesses, perhaps, businesses more than one. But he constantly shares video tutorials and other tips po sa community, sa Internet Business Masterclass. And some of the things that stick to my mind are like how to set up your PayPal account, how to create ebook using Canva, how to have branding or things like that. Yung mga na-remember ko to stick to my mind. And lahat po talaga ng sinshare niya sa community is very, very helpful po sa lahat ng mga members sa community. Not only the technical guides, but also some inspiration to the group. So, okay. Actually, I haven't met him personally. I haven't met this guru personally. Sa online community lang po talaga sa Internet Business Masterclass. That is why when he said yes to my invite, I felt really so honored. I was so honored and I was so grateful for him for saying yes. Parang sino ba naman ako to to grace the presence of this guy, this guru, this busy person. So he's a guest speaker. Our guest speaker is a co-founder of Shoot Practical Videography School. And then when he's not at the school, he works on corporate image films, documentaries, and online marketing videos. And as a professional marketer, especially in his chosen niche or in his chosen strategy, he has helped one of his clients generate more than 3 million pesos in revenue. Huh? Again, more than 3 million pesos in revenue on an online or an information product launch using videos, and he's also working with top internet marketers and business owners in the country. So guys, our speaker is Coach Dennis Abad, or mas kilala po siya sa community na Master Shoden. Ayan po siya. Ayan. So
Yeah.
siya po yung ano natin. He will help us with our topic tonight. Okay, sir. Sir, Master Shoden, ikaw yun na po.
And good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Monday night kahit holiday ngayon. And I appreciate everyone here for taking the time to really just come in and go through this lesson kahit supposedly yun nga, everybody else is having a holiday, diba? So it tells me na you guys are serious with your craft and you plan to really go and make waves in the world of art and also in business. So thank you, Franklin, for that great bro introduction. So nakahiya naman. Pero yun lang. Let me share my screen din, bro, para
Alright. Yeah,
I can okay, so can you, sabi dito you cannot share your screen while the other...
I will stop now.
Oh, ayan. So, share ako ng screen. And ayan, let me know if you can see my screen.
Nice. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so ayan. Okay, thanks, Rodel. Who else is seeing my screen? Thanks, JR. And Dwight, thank you. Ilan tayo dito? So, I think we're 8 participants plus the 2 of us, Franklin.
Yep, 8 lang po.
Okay. So, yun. Thanks, Jacqueline. So, for tonight's presentation, actually guest presentation, I'd love to also show you guys through kasi yung progression ko, just a little bit of a background. Syempre parang before ako naging video person, dumaan muna talaga ako sa Photoshop and photography. And it was really fun for me to get started with the creative side of parang letting your parang creative thoughts manifest either on screen or on paper or in words or in music. So depending kung anong klase kang artist. So tonight's talk is about to monetize your artistic skills while you follow your creative passion, both offline and online. But obviously, we want to do it online because there's a bigger chance for you to scale and to also maximize your time versus your effort. Diba kasi, pag you're doing things one-on-one, you might be able to earn from that, but grabe naman yung pagod mo. So, yun. Let me move. Yeah. And so, you probably heard about the notion of a struggling artist. Can you get a 1 or a yes if you guys are feeling like a struggling artist then, or if you know the notion of a struggling artist? And so, Frank, and is that a 1 meaning ikaw din struggling artist, or you know a lot of people who are struggling artists? So why is this notion even out there? Bakit siya na-plant sa isip ng mga tao na if you're an artist, why is it na it's so romantic of a notion na kailangan mong hindi maging successful or hindi maging financially stable to really follow your passion? Have you ever heard about this? Like, has there even been some advice given to you as an artist, as a person who wants to become a creative, and wants to pursue a creative career, pero nasabihin ka na, wag kang maging creative kasi wala kang kikitain dyan. Can somebody relate to that notion or that advice? Kasi sa akin, yung mismong mother ko, when I jumped out of corporate, yun din yung sinabi sa akin. So, yun. Anybody else here na nagkakaroon ng feeling na gano'n? It's hard to become an artist in a world where sobrang dami ng madali na lang magsabi na artist ka or creative ka. Diba may ganun tayong notion. So, ako din, actually hindi ako immune doon, and I happen to get it from not just my mom but from my friends then for several years until after I shifted to a creative career kasi my story kasi is ayun, short pala guys, para konting relate. Mahilig din ako mag-Photoshop dati. Ang yung kwento ko, diba? So we're just gonna go to the quick flow. Putting yourself out there is really the big answer here, and putting the internet on your side. Kasi medyo ganun yung kwento ko eh. Like, as a creative, I needed to find a way to get my work out there para ma-discover ako ng mga tao. And the reason why Frank knows me is that I've been teaching about the internet side of things kasi yun yung inaral ko in order to become equipped with the tools to put myself out there online. Diba? Kasi hindi lang, ganito kasi yun guys eh, it's not enough that you're doing things on your own. The world also has to know na you can do it, and you don't need to be salesy about it, but you need to get the word out. Ibang distinction yun. There's a difference. There's a big difference there. So can I get a yes or one if you know that that's the case? So yun siya guys. Dapat you need still to put yourself out there with the internet on your side, but you don't need to be salesy. That's something that you agree to. So yun siya. All right. Anyway, ito yung isa sa mga practice ko dati sa Photoshop. Pasensya niyo na kasi sobrang noob. Matagal na to eh. Yeah. So, yan yung mga pinaggagawa ko dati with Photoshop na mga basic lang ng mga parang composition, but I used to think kasi it's funny, but yun nga, playing with light reflection, yung mga ganyan. So, kahit medyo alam mo namang hindi siya totoo kasi mamamatay ako pagka totoo siya. It really is fun, and I share your passion in that na if you're doing photo editing or if you move on to editing graphics or even move on to video, it really has to start somewhere. And ako, I believe na kaka-practice ko ng Photoshop just for fun. Eventually, nag-lead siya to doing it for profit. So I hope na I can give you guys some shortcuts along the way. So that's what happened. Ito kasi, as obviously, ibang-iba pa yung mukha ko dyan. I think more than 10 years na yata ago to. Pero, ito kasi ako, I'd like to introduce you guys to Day Job Dennis. So, iba yung si Shoden. Dennis pa siya dati kasi more on professional talaga yung work ko. I used to work as an engineer. Admin ako ng solar power manufacturing plant. And talagang day job siya. This is before natuto ako maging videographer kasi dati nakikita ko lang siya sa YouTube tapos magulo lang din yung learning ko. And what happened was I got to the point na isip ko ganun na lang ba siya lagi? Like, would I be stuck in the day job? And would I not be able to do anything else? Like, pwede ka naman kasi ma-promote sa corporate. It's not a bad thing, pero I felt na it wasn't for me. So this was me before. Now it's 2019. So, 2011 to. 8 years ago. So, ibang-iba pa yung career ko dito. Talagang office person. But, every weekend, nag-start na ako ng mag-practice sa photo, sa Photoshop. And what what I can really advise you guys is to really put yourself out there nga. So there's gonna be a lot more Q&A at the end of this presentation kasi I know you have a lot of questions, but what I'm going to show you is sort of the rough journey of how I got from here without anybody knowing about me to now becoming yun nga, put up kami ng business about videography. It's called the Shoot Practical Videography School, and now I'm actually going deeper into online video strategy. So video marketing, more on that. So parang very lucky ako na I got to be able to go from that point, 2011 yun, and then um, nag-quit ako ng corporate 2012, and I became a filmmaker muna ng malakas. When I say malakas is malakas yung mag-ano lagare. Malakas mag-racket. And in 2014, I co-founded a videography school with my friend, EJ. So, nagulat niya ako kasi from totally parang a person who was not skilled in creating films, parang umabot din ako sa point where we were helping people realize their dream of transferring from corporate and becoming filmmakers and videographers then. So, yan siya. And then, 2016, because nga, ganun, we wanted to make sure that people learned about what we were doing. I had to learn about online marketing and really teaching people also in turn how to do it. Kaya si Frank, that's how he knows me. Because yun din yung ginagawa ko. I had to find out for myself how to do it kasi it really is the best way for artists to thrive in the struggle, but to thrive is if they're able to get their parang stuff out there. Okay, so is everybody with me so far? Okay pa ba? Or parang may pumasok na isa. Naririnig ba ako ng maayos, bro?
Yep. Clear po.
Okay, kasi parang naghang yata sa chat ko, hindi na nagalaw.
Clear naman daw.
Ayun. So thanks. So ganun siya, guys. We after kasi ng training nyo with editing and really diving into what you want to do, you need to be able to find a way to not just put yourself out there, but put yourself out there in such a way na hindi ka magsa-sound salesy, diba? Kasi for a lot of artists, most of creatives that I know, maliban na lang kung mga singers sila or artista, karamihan ng mga visual creatives, they're introverts. So,
yes.
Sino pa dito yung introvert? Can you get a hands up? So for introverts, the notion of selling feels na parang pangit, diba? So yun nga we have been bombarded with a lot of marketing messages na only irritates us, na nakakaasar lang, na hindi tayo comfortable with what they're doing, na pushy masyado. Pero yun nga, what if there was a way to actually do that and invite people to join your sphere of influence, or invite people to join and see what you're doing without being sleazy? So one of the ways, yun nga, guys, there's a lot of other ways to do this, but one of the ways that's been successful for us, and we've been able to generate parang a good 6-figure monthly income with this alone. So you can use this in several businesses, pero like for this one sa school, we've been using this, and it's been generating around 6 figures per month for us. Kaya, and I'm sure yung pa yun, hindi ako parang unique na tao. I just learned it myself in the process of, di ba napansin nyo, coming from corporate, becoming a videographer, after videographer, starting to own a video school, and then what now? Yung question ko is, how do I get the word out there? Yun yung sagot. So parang nakita nyo naman yung progression doon. So, yan yung, this is what I find out, guys. So, the vast majority of online income is tied directly to emails, people's emails. So, right now kasi, it might be the farthest thing from your mind kasi as an artist, why should you be doing marketing, or why should be you doing the hard stuff about trying to get people into your sphere, diba? Pero is it clear na ba, guys, why this is important? Do you guys see the big picture about why? Because ayaw natin kasi mag-sell ng harap-harapan na like bara-bara na parang we are in their faces. We still need to actually get to them so that kahit hindi tayo magbenta, in the future, they will actually start to look at us and regard us as parang trusted na parang laman ng inbox nila. And if ever may offer tayo doon, which we also have to do, hindi naman pwede na hindi tayo ever mag-offer. But the point is, it's a very organic and a very smooth transaction na hindi talaga salesy. Right? Can you relate to that, or are you looking forward to having that kind of system in your life then? So yun siya. So yun siya, guys, ha. There are still several other steps. So the ones that I tried is you can also organically grow, kasi artist ka, diba? You can organically grow your following on the social networks, diba? You can use Instagram, post ka ng work mo, gamitin mo ng maayos yung hashtag, and you can grow your audience through that. And then pag may shop ka, you can push your items through there. Diba? Who is doing that right now, or who already has an idea na yan yung isang ways? Or can I get some feedback if you guys are keen on using email as a primary driver for your profit side of your passion? So can you let me know in the comments below kung game kayo dyan, or kinakabahan pa rin kayo about email? Kinakabahan ba sila, bro? Parang
kinakabahan. Hindi pa natin na-introduce yan kasi.
Okay. Ayun. So, yun siya, Rodel. Pero ano siya, it's not even parang something you need to be nervous about kasi it's really just you, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it very, very organically. So, yun, just some quick stats. From 2017, yung mga creators, so when I say creators, guys, these are people like you and me who create content, create art. So they use, yung mga tao na gumagamit ng email marketing actually earned more than 447% more than those who didn't. Yung mga gumamit ng mga traditional methods lang, yung talagang kayod, nag-start lang mag-grow ng followers, and then they depended on the AdSense revenue model, or dependent on yung mga brands. Those are hard to do kasi if you're new. But you notice that on average, creators who use email marketing or emails generated around $40,000 versus yung hindi, $7,000 lang. So if you do the math, parang ako dito na ako sa may 40,000 kasi at least this is I know na nasa isang lesson pa yung automation ng mga work nyo. Kasi this is also part of automation, but this is just sort of an overview of what you can do for yourself. Kasi yun din yung ginawa namin dun sa business. Even if I'm a video person, so it's not to say na you can't do this if you're an artist. You should definitely do this as an artist para you can focus on your creative freedom, yung creative passion mo. Kasi if you're bogged down with working in your business, hindi ka makaka-enjoy. Parang mawawala yung fire, masusunog ka, and you're gonna experience a lot of burnout. And I hope you don't, ako I did, kaya nga I learned all of this stuff para makabalik ako sa pag-enjoy ng art. and pag-enjoy ng creativity ko. So this is what happened. And then, this person here sa side ko, kilala yan ni Franklin.
Mm.
Siya yung sinasabi niya kanina na mentor namin dun sa isang mastermind where we're both classmates. And this is the testament. Siya mismo nagsasabi na if bukas daw, wala. If bukas, wala. If bukas na wala yung buong online business ko, even if I lose all my websites, as long as I have my email list, I'll be okay. Yep, John, yes, that's Sir John. So, student kami parehas ni Franklin kay Coach John. So yun, totoo yan kasi if you base your business kasi on social media, if you base it off your Facebook page, mag-grow ka ng Facebook group, you get people through there, you get them as clients, or you get them in LinkedIn, or you get them through Instagram. What's gonna happen is Instagram, Facebook, and all of those major social sites can change the rules at any time. And it's happened before. Si Facebook, sabi nila, di nila babaguhin, pero every week may bago. Diba? Si Google, yung ads nila, sabi nila na magstay daw, pero di ba, people have lost their businesses if they depend solely on a company or an internet company that does it for them. So, pag wala kasing control, kahit gaano ka successful today, pwede siyang mawala. So email, because you get a copy of that person's actual address na unlikely naman na babaguhin niya, it's going to ensure na may continuity yung business mo as long as you keep a great relationship with them. Kasi syempre, wala namang perfect na business na kahit hindi mo in-nurture, gagana lang siya ng gagana. Syempre, you have to work on it pa rin. Pero, the great thing about it is you can automate it. And that's what we do largely. So yun, you can build your business on it. You can own your own list. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng assets ng clients mo or customers mo, once you have them, once bumili sila sa'yo for the first time, if let's say it's a piece of digital art or it's a piece of asset siya na in parang digital product siya, like you see those templates say if you're a Photoshop person, di ba? Yung mga templates that are being sold on Envato, yung mga creative marketplaces. You can also sell that on your own. And yung thing lang kasi, if you sell them outside on other people's websites, again, wala kang control dun sa magiging email sila, hindi mo sila mahawakan, and then meron din decreased profit. So obviously, there's a trade-off kasi if you do it there, there's a tendency that more people visit there. But if you do it right, if you set up putting yourself out there correctly, you can really own your own domain and all of your art with it. Pwede ka pa rin naman gumawa ng ibang stuff like everything inside of those creative marketplaces, but and you can plant it here dito sa sarili mong website. And again, the benefit of that is you own everything. You own your list. So, yan siya. Okay naman so far, guys. Joanne, Rodel, Jacqueline. Yes naman. So, also, hindi na siya ganun ka-obvious, pero yung biggest channel pa rin where people buy is through email. So, usually, lalo na pagka mga items na, medyo mahal, people still need a few emails before they're convinced. Hindi talaga typical na bibili ka agad yung mga tao. Lalo na pagka medyo mahal siya. Unlike mga e-com items na mga mura lang na pwede mong bilhin on parang impulse buy. Pero if you're selling a more valuable product, let's say a training course or digital info product na high value, usually people don't buy right off the bat. Unless talaga dagdagan mo ng sobrang daming pera para yung ad spend mo. There's a small percent that's gonna buy. Yung talagang meron na silang need for that item or that product. Pero the most part, you need a few emails and it's relatively cheap to do that. So yan siya. People still buy from emails, guys. And
Yeah.
literally, ito yung best trust building tool na uh, you can do kasi it's sort of a slow burn. Parang it's a relationship that gets better over time. So gagawa ka lang ng mga emails or if you're into video or if you're into audio, gagawa ka lang ng content. And your audience slowly warms up to you and you don't need to hurry them up. So ito yung sinasabi namin kanina na hindi siya magiging sleazy kasi they feel like they know you and they like you and they trust you na. So that's how people can sell so much through emails kasi if you automate that, and art and creativity or creative projects is no exception, you can literally do that. And there's a lot of successful people doing that already. So yeah. So what I'm here to tell you guys is it's all about having the right list and the right funnels. And if again, wag kayong ma-intimidate kasi yun nga eh. Itong training na to, I gave a version of this for a different audience. Ibang version siya to a US audience of business artists. So, nakatuwa kasi akala ko na sa Pilipinas lang yung maraming hindi alam yung ginagawa natin. Pero sa US pala, meron doon malaking audience na hindi ano ako doon, nosebleed ako doon kasi kailangan ko mag-English. pero ano siya, tinuturo ko sa kanila paano mag-setup ng mga WordPress. Kailangan nila kasi, yun nga kahit mga artist sila, ay mga kausap ko doon, mga nagbebenta ng cactus. Ang weird niya nagtatahi. Yung mga nagninit. Yung mga ganun. So, literal talaga. Tapos yung iba, mga sculptor. Tapos yung iba, choreographer. So, malabo. Hindi man malabo, pero artist na artist talaga. Hindi pa nga siya parang tayo na nagpo-Photoshop kasi yung Photoshop nasa computer pa yun eh. Yun talaga, mas mahirap siyang ilagay online kasi may tatrabahuin pa sila, di ba? Pero they were learning these kinds of things and yun, natuwa naman ako na they got some value out of it and it's the same thing na I want you guys to have tonight. So, yun siya. So I was talking about emails kanina. I was talking about a list naman. So email list is a list of people. And I'm actually now going to talk about funnels. So who here, alam ko guys, baka medyo parang overload to ng konti. Pero just so I can set the pace, who here is familiar about funnels or yung sales funnels? So I think marami naman na rin marunong kasi it's not about parang hindi kasi siya bago guys. It's been in existence since mayroon nag-start magbenta. So mula pa nung wala pang internet, wala pang TV, siguro nung na-invento yung newspaper kasi yung nag-start talaga siya, at least in the form that we know it, was when people started selling things through print. So yan siya. So a funnel or a sales funnel is actually the journey of what your audience or who your customers will be as they go through your product or your service. So ako kasi ngayon, what I do, actively kasi I sell a service ng video marketing. And meron din ako mga online products na mga digital products, but yung medyo high ticket na mga service is yung video marketing. Yun, so sorry guys lumalala yung ano ko. Ayan, sorry guys ha.
Ano yan, sa climate yan. Extreme heat.
Oo nga eh. So, yun siya. So, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have a short workshop.
Mm.
So, gagawin ko guys, kukuha lang ako ng tubig, pero if you have a pen and paper ready, put it out, or if wala pa, I'm gonna go and get some water lang. So, I'll be back in 2 minutes, ha?
All right. All right. Oh, sa iba po, I hope you have your pen and paper kasi as mentioned by Master Shoden, he will have a workshop. Prior to this webinar, actually, he told me that he has sore throat and yun, he still um, pursued with our webinar despite the condition that he has. So I hope po you participate in the workshop. And then if you have questions, guys, just take note na lang, isulat na lang muna po sa sa paper niyo po, and then you can share it later on. Okay? Guys, meron ba kayo, ano bang, ano ba to, sino pa bang, andito? Si Sir J.R. May doppelganger ulit. Sino pala yung first time dito na nakarinig ng email list tsaka yung funnels? Sino pala? Sino dito? Oh, Sir Dwight. Anyway, in the next webinar, we'll also dig mas details po. Funnels. Okay, funnels. First time nyo pa po. Yay! Okay na, sir. Sige, si Master Shoden na po is here, and now we're gonna go back, and I request everyone to focus back to our presentation, and I hope your pen and paper are ready for our workshop. Okay, Master?
Ayan, thanks guys ha. Sorry. Nag-atake yung ano ko. So anyway, meron akong strepsils ngayon kasi para sure na hindi siya mag-ano ulit. So, maapektuhan yung voice ko. But can you guys hear me fine?
Yep.
Okay, so it's all about having the right list and funnels. When I say right list, dapat you should be only speaking with people na alam mo nang merong interest sa ginagawa mo. Right? So, hindi mo siya parang basta-bastang ipapakalat like a shotgun in the world where people are doing other things or interested in different things. In fact, you have to only start with people who you know will resonate with your product. So, yun siya. So, I'm saying product here, guys, pero it could either be your, yung art nyo or yung service nyo, let's say. If you become a editor for photos or whatever kind of creative you are, your product is either the service or the actual na yung piece of art. Okay? Yun. So, yeah. So on your piece of paper, guys, write this down. What is it that you sell? Kumbaga, and I know na nandyan pa tayo sa selling is something na might feel icky, pero syempre, get to kasi yun eh. You think about it like this. If it's something kasi that you truly enjoy and you truly love to do, and you know na other people can benefit from it, other people will actually make money off your creations, then why should you be feeling na pangit siya? Kasi that piece of art or that service will actually help people. So, we need to start thinking of it like that na instead of saying na who am I to sell this, sino ba naman ako para maglakas loob na ibenta to. Say na, I know that this, what I know now, can help other people. And the more that I put it off, the more that I am not able to help them right away. Okay? So what is it that you sell? Have you written it down now? Okay, so to help you with that, you need to um, choose one of these. So um, either kung ano ka, kunyari, like if you are uh, digital artist na nagbebenta ng mga template, you could say by your Photoshop or Instagram template. Diba? That's your product. Or schedule an appointment if you're, for example, like ako kasi, I uh, I do video editing. Dinner kami. I do video editing pero hindi ko kasi siya parang binibenta basta-basta. What I do is I schedule an appointment first to know if bagay ako dun sa project. Kasi usually if yung mga video editing jobs na meron out there sa mga marketplaces, usually they're lower, sobrang baba ng bayad. So you really have to find out if fit kayo ng client. So what I do is I schedule an appointment or like right now, register for a webinar. So pwede ikaw as an artist, like I have many times in the past, I've hosted webinars like this para in the future people can sign up to buying my service. So hindi necessary na magtuturo ako ng course like Franklin is doing right now, pero na pwedeng they will sign up to my service which is video marketing. So pwede yun, right? So think about what is it that you sell or fill out. So hindi kailangan ng pera kaagad yung dulo. What I mean is there's a conversion, there's an outcome. So tapos na guys, na fill up niya what is it that you sell. Si JR. Tama ba? Tama ba yung basa ko? Are you selling funnels ba, JR? Or kanina pa yan nakasulat?
Kanina pa yan. I asked them about kung first time ba nila narinig yung funnels or hindi. Tsaka yung email list.
Yung service. Okay. So, let's pattern it on Jacqueline's answer service. So, anong service mo, Jacqueline, na para ko siyang ibenta? Ayun, travel service. So, handling, ayan, si Joanne, travel service, social media account. So, yun. Maganda yan. So, we are patterning it off Jacqueline's muna kasi siya yung unang nagsagot sa taas. So, yun, social media accounts. So, ang binibenta niya is she wants to become a social media manager for a client, di ba? And she's using her artistic skills to ensure na meron mga unique na mga images na hindi lang basta-basta na yung mga cookie cutter na nakita mo sa internet, di ba? Para maging unique yung business, para mas mapansin ng iba. Mas mag-stand out yung business, di ba? So that's one. The next part of this exercise is what objections do people have to buying your things or your stuff? So ano yung Jacqueline or Joanne, So for your travel service, what do you think is a big objection that people have before they buy your service or your product?
Budget.
And so, yeah, budget daw sabi ni John. So, ayan, John. So to help you with this, um, find out. So right now, if you're already having conversations right now, sabi ni my portfolio daw, but don't want to spend so much. Okay. So I get it that these are coming from your conversations with them now, or how did you get these answers? Did they talk to you about it na before, or is it something na you are generating from a survey form, or how did you get it? So yeah, and we're getting somewhere. We're getting to that. So if you have any sales conversations, or if people PM your inbox with these common questions and you see a pattern, these are the usual objections that you have. Great. So and so may travel agency nga si John, but yeah, it's very interesting kasi parang you want to have a different take on it. So yan siya guys ha. So from the top, what is it you sell? Sa pangalawa, ano yung objections? Make sure you're writing them down, okay? Third, so this is also part of what your lesson was previously sa curriculum ni Franklin, which is you need to also be laser targeted sa gusto mo. And this is not a different process on who your ideal customers are. So I know na yun nga na as artists, as creatives, we want to be able to share our products or services for everyone, but that hardly works, or if I might say so myself, that never works.
Mm.
So yun, I need you guys to be crystal clear on your ideal customer. So for Jacqueline, if she's handling social media accounts, she needs to be very crystal clear kung sino yung client niya. So it could be, you need to be like really specific, like I would love to handle social media accounts for real estate agencies in Australia with this price range. So parang literal na may pangalan yung ano, yung actual na customer mo. So because you want to do this, you want to make sure na you know your customer kasi pag kinausap mo sila later through your email, um, sila ang makaka-feel nun. Sila ang makaka-feel, oh nga, this person, or let's say si Joanne is really talking to me as a traveler. So Joanne might want to pinpoint, let's say, I want to pinpoint travelers who are female, who are in their early 20s, and who are earning around this much. So, di ba kasi kanina budget yung problem mo? Then target a different audience who doesn't have a
Mm.
problem with budget.
Right.
Kasi, uh, for budget, parang conscious people, as a different market, but you might, ikaw personally, baka hindi mo siya gusto. So, you can work around that by looking for more ideal customers. Mas konti, but mas less hassle. Diba? Kasi if they were budget conscious or may na talaga yung budget nila, you have to do a lot more things to help them buy more. Kasi you have to do a lot more volume sales, diba? Kasi hindi ko alam, may preference mo yon or you want to target barkada trips. Depende kasi sa ano, kasi budget. As long as budget, that objection no longer becomes an objection. So, yun nga, pwedeng barkada of people, you set it up so that one barkada sees this, but it's targeted towards a barkada, towards that life of traveling sa mga younger people. That can be what you want to do. Or, you can go for higher, parang more ideal customers. So, ito yun. You need to niche down. So, as artists, guys, yun din, this is not an exception para sa atin. You need to niche down and ignore everyone else. So, also, right now, kung wala ka pang, like, who here is not yet having sales conversations or just starting out and wala ka pang list, if wala ka pang list, think about the people who are naturally drawn to you. You people na somehow you're able to help even if hindi ka pa nagbi-business. Like, those people who ask you a lot of questions. Sa akin kasi, yung sa office namin, back when I was working in corporate, I used to be the guy who was the camera guy. People, all of my office mates are always asking me about questions about what camera should I buy, what should I bring to this kind of situation. Do I bring ito like equipment na extra ganyan. So I became that person until literally naging ganun na lang ako, as in um, from that person na nagre-research lang and I was helping people, I became an actual doer ng actual niche na yun. So that could be something na you could be thinking about. Okay, so for those who don't have sales conversations yet. Okay, so yan, si Jacqueline naman, for her, meron ka na naisip, Jacqueline, like yung sarili mo na not to realize to people. Yan, so isulat mo pa rin. So next is, what frustrations, needs, or problems do these particular people? So, ano to guys, this is more marketing side, but really, parang ito yung kailangan ko dati nung when I was starting out. Kasi kung alam ko lang to kaagad, I should have gone and did this kaagad as an artist versus having to guess. Kasi ito, you can research you can pick them up. Yan, so, sabi ni Jacqueline, business owner. So, yan, you still need to niche down, like, anong business owner? Like, are they restaurant owners? Are they startup owners? Are they construction company owners? So, hindi pwedeng business owner lang kasi the language is still different. So, yan, you're starting to form a sort of a roadmap for this pag sinusulat mo siya. So, to help you answer this number 4 na question, um, yan, what results or change do they want? Or what's getting in the way of achieving what they want? And if ever yun nga, may service ka na, like yung travel agency ni Joanne, what is the biggest pain point that brings them to you? So, yun nga, I think from that point of view, kung budget nga yung pain point nila, but they still want to enjoy travel, maybe yun nga, you can design awesome looking, creative, visually engaging packages that cater to the budget conscious but gusto mag-travel na barkada. That's something right there already, di ba? Meron din kaagad silang age group. So, you want to be thinking in terms of what to make them feel para if they look at other advertisements, they look at other promos, ikaw yung nasa isip nila kasi you understand them more than others. Get? So, I'll show you mamaya what I mean kasi parang hindi naman to drawing eh. So, I'll show you yung totoong mga sagot sa akin ng list ko para hindi lang siya workshop, but I'll show you what feels like of having something like this na fully fleshed out. Okay? So, Have you guys answered it na? Yeah. So number 5, ito na yung part na very important. What content do you want or do you already have that would solve part of those problems or frustrations? So ano to guys you don't need to reinvent everything or you don't need to create everything from scratch. Kung meron na kayong nandyan na collateral or meron na kayong um, graphics na ginawa or meron na kayong guide, you can use this. So, like kay Joanna, like in a very creative way, pwede siyang maggawa ng something super creative, like maybe a guide na ito parang checklist or itong email course, wag muna kasi hindi naman kayo mga email marketers, pero like free checklist, how to do something tutorial, how this person went from 0 to 200, parang 1,000 pesos, mga ganyan. Depende yan guys So these are different niches. Free guide, free report, a section or preview of what you sell. So for Joanne, kasi gusto ko si John and si Jacqueline kasi they're answering they're very engaged. Si Joanne kasi, pwede mo gawin John is a free checklist. But make it artistic make it stand out, make it pop based on sa lessons. Here's the course ni Franklin. But what I'm saying is, make something highly shareable, like 5 or 10 things that you must absolutely bring on your next vacation with your barkada, on your next barkada trip, parang ganun. So that make it parang it so that your vacation will be appreciated. So yung mga tipong off lotion or basta yung mga simple things na nakakalimutan ng mga tao. Yung wala pa akong alam ngayon, Joanna, pero point is lang, brainstorming is make it funny, make it engaging na yung gustong i-share ng mga tao. Like, maybe dun sa listahan sa 10 things is magdala ka ng chismis or something. Magdala ka ng chichirya palagi. Kasi di ba there's this one friend na hindi naubusan ng chichirya pero palagi yung siyang hinihingan ng chichirya. May mga ganyan sa mga barkada trip. Or nagdala ka ng extra toothbrush or 3 toothbrush kasi malamang may kasama ka na hindi nagdala ng toothbrush. Yung mga lang, mga pampano lang na hindi naman sobrang seryoso but feel good na people will want to share it. Gets? Or maybe a free guide. For example, ano yung mga lugar na ino-offer mo for your trips. Like, let's say, El Nido. And magawa ka ng 5 secret off the beaten path activities that you can do with your friends when you visit El Nido. So after giving them the value dyan, yung mga secret spots, yung mga hole in the wall na mga kainan, o yung mga something na pwede nilang gawin na sobrang cool, na ikagaganda ng Instagram nila. Alam mo naman yung mga bata. I-showcase mo. Tapos, dun sa baba, you can even send them a link to your packages kung meron na. Diba? Pero, like I said, you gave them value upfront nakatulong ka sa kanila. You gave them ideas on how to enjoy their next vacation on a budget. Diba? So, yun. Pero use your creativity here. Like, I'm not just saying things, pero use your creativity. Like, you give them something na pag ginamit nila, even if hindi sila bumili ng tickets mo, they will benefit from it. Diba? So, yun siya. Or, para naman kay Jacqueline, business owners yung target customer na. So, kahit hindi ko pa alam yung target niya talaga, imaginein mo na lang na ano siya, kunyari lang ha, kunyari yung mga target customers niya is yung mga contractor na gumagawa ng roof. Yun lang, gumagawa ng roof. Di ba medyo boring yun, di ba? Pero, yung niche kasi na yun, yung target kasi na yun ng mga customer na business owner is very, very real kasi palagi namang may nasisirang roof or palagi namang kailangan ayusin or gawin from scratch na roof, di ba? Kasi ano sila nasisira talaga yung mga roof. So, sabihin, meron palaging opportunity na magkaroon ng business, di ba? So, kung yun nga talaga yung target customer mo, let's say, sobrang out of the blue na yun na contractor ng roof, yung gumagawa ng roofing tiles, di ba? Kung yun talaga yung customer mo, kung pwede mong gawin sa kanila is pwede kang gumawa ng free social media audit. Yes. So, i-audit mo sila dun sa service mo na social media na management. So, when I say audit, i-rundown mo lang yung website nila, yung social media nila, check mo kung ano nangyayari, ilang followers, what are they doing correctly, what are they not doing effectively. And yun yung ibigay mo. So that's a free report. So if you want to make it for a bigger audience na puro sila lahat mga roofing contractors, pwede kang gumawa ng free report where you tell them na top 10 mistakes that roofing contractors are doing on their social media that makes them lose customers. Ganun. Yes. So, magawa ka ng mga case study and then you make them feel na it's part of the solution that you will offer them eventually. Yes. So, napansin nyo guys, it's not even about your own skill. It's about what you want to help your customers with. Kasi syempre, obviously, yung skill mo, alam mo makatulong sa iba, but think about others here, not really so much about you. Kasi that's what successful businesses do. The more they solve other people's problems, the more kumikita sila. Right? Oo nga kasi hindi mo kasi sinasabi, Jacqueline, kung ano talaga yung client mo. Pero yun, gumawa na ako ng client na sobrang out of this world na roofing contractor. Pero yun yung point ko. So, makikita nyo na guys yung big picture now. So, can you see how this is shaping up to become parang really powerful for your journey then as a creator? So, dito, the workshop natin, yung mini workshop natin, ito yung nangyari, di ba? In question number 1, what is it that you sell? Di ba? Question number 2 was, ano yung mga common questions about it, di ba? What is the objection ng customer? About it dito, sino yung magiging customer mo? Number 3. And number 4 is, anong results ang gusto nila? And number 5 is, what free content do you already have na partial lang na would benefit them already right now. So like I said, you don't need to create it from zero, but ito yung naging path natin so far guys, diba? Tama? So, na-summarize natin, diba? Gets naman to guys. So, next question ko is, what's wrong with this picture? Dapat, guys, dapat bibo kayo dito sa
Dapat bibo. Natutulog data yung iba.
Yan, sabi ni John, parang baliktad. Yan.
More sales.
So, parang baliktad. So, yung sagot ni John, actually tama siya. So, ito yung magiging, kung baliktarin nyo lang lahat ng ginawa nyo. So, from your free content, yung free content nyo kasi, makaka-generate ng partial results dun sa target audience nyo na kilala nyo na yung target audience nyo and alam nyo na yung mga objections nila, that will generate sales. So, usually naman, sales funnels look like this. Kasi, from the top, from the top of the funnel, for those people who actually get your free content, not all of them will become customers. So, lalaki yung sales na to, yes, if lalakasan mo yung paggawa dito. Yes. So, sometimes you can also use um, ad budgets to make this one more available to people na target mo ng maayos. Gets? So if you're able to really laser focus on your ideal customer, madali ka na lang makagawa ng ads. Or if hindi ka pa nga comfortable, you can send your free content to Facebook groups that you're a part of and you're a contributing member of, or you can send it to LinkedIn, yung content mo sa wall mo sa LinkedIn so that people can actually see like si si Jacqueline kasi social media siya. She can benefit better on LinkedIn kasi nandun yung mga business owners eh.
Yeah.
Si Joanne naman, she doing B2C kasi she's selling to customers, hindi to another business. Then she should be on other platforms like Facebook or maybe Google to sell her ads. Or she can even be on YouTube. Pwede siya gumawa ng mga video like what I do. So yun siya guys, did you realize something out of this? If you do it like this kasi, yung sales sobrang natural, sobrang after they find out about you, you help them with results, they become the ideal customer, you overcome their objections, and then it leads to sales. So, okay ba yun guys na I hope na nakatulong yung parang realization na yan. Kasi sa akin, when I first learned about this, nagulat ako na hindi ko pala kailangan maging salesy. Like, hindi mo pala kailangan magpakahirap na magbenta ng stuff mo. Pwede ka na pala gumawa ng para sa mga introvert talaga to eh. Di ba?
Para sa mga ayaw humarap ng tao.
Oo. So yan siya. And then to show you, yun nga, like I said, Q&A na siya ngayon, pero ipapakita ko kasi muna yung naging manifestation yan through our email list. Okay? So I'm gonna go out of my presentation. Tapos pupunta tayo dito sa yung software na ginagamit namin dun sa isang business. And ito nga yung school. And ito guys, you're gonna see the inner na parang inside of the business dito sa video school. So as you can see, 2,600 lang yung subscribers namin. Pero dahil kilala namin yung audience, we have an average open rate of 26%. That's medyo high for emails kasi if you're at 20%, mataas na yun, pero we managed to do it for 26%. So I'll show you itong sequence namin na nagbigay kami ng free content. Yung free content nga namin guys, ano lang, PDF lang siya na basic eh. Pero the thing is, ito yung ano namin. So, ito pa yung book ko dati. Malit lang talaga siyang school. Pero, nag-welcome kami ng mga tao. Sabi namin hindi kami mag-spam. And, literally, ano lang, nagkikwento lang kami about our business. Pero, ang sabi namin na you will share awesome tips on how to shoot and produce better videos. Pero, from time to time, first email pa lang sinasabi namin na magbibenta rin kami. Kasi, syempre, business nga naman siya. Hindi mo pwedeng puro na lang bigay-bigay, di ba? And then, next email is we talk about our history, yung mga ginagawa namin. And then, like, yung mga advocacy namin. So, hindi siya nagbebenta dito, guys. Like, ito nga, like, I'm speaking to this audience. So, yung mga gawa ko, yung gawa din ng business partner ko. So, nagtuturo kami ng mga bata na hindi marunong, wala silang kuryente sa barangay nila. Yung mga tipong ganyan. So, like ito, yung kwento ko, make your own break. Kasi, nagkikwento kami dati na ako to eh, na nag-approach ako kay Jason Magbanwa, yung idol ko sa wedding videography. Nagpresenta ako na maging empleyado niya. Pero, matanda na kasi ako, guys eh. Nag-start ako.
Hindi halata, master. Hindi halata, sir.
Pero ano na ako, guys eh, 29 na ako nag-start freelance. So, late na talaga ako nag-start mag-aral. So, syempre si Jason Magbanwa na lodi ng mga wedding filmmaker. Kukuha siya ng mga intern para mas mura, di ba? Pero, yun nga, after a few years na nagkaroon na ako ng sariling career, bigla niya akong inad. So, puno na yung friends list niya, di ba? Tapos, inad niya ako. So, ibig sabihin, nagtanggal siya ng tao dun sa friends list niya. So, ano siya, humingi na siya sa akin ng advice. Alam ko, napaka-basic lang nito, pero, nagulat ako na kaya ko na pala magbigay ng advice dun sa inspiration ko. Na, yung tingin niya sa akin, hindi lang Simpson, pero humihingi sa akin ng technical advice. So, malayo yung narating ko because of this. So, this email, guys, is structured in such a way na because nga inaral ko yung market namin, yung mga kwento namin dito. And you'll learn how to do this, guys, in the future. Don't worry, pero yun nga, this is something na parang preview of what you can do. So if we check this one, itong email, so marami siya. Kasi yun nga, marami dito nagtuturo lang, tutorial. Hindi kami nagbibenta dito, guys. Actually, in this actual sequence, hindi kami nagbibenta. Literal talaga na nagkikwento lang kami, tapos tuturo lang. And if need na namin magbenta, we will just send them an email na may opening na sa class. Yun lang. Tapos, ito, let me show you guys. So, kasi at least you can see talaga the behind the scenes. So, dito, you receive a payment. Ayos ano natin, i-add ko lang yung account now. Ano yung password ng shoot? Ala, hindi ko na alam. Hindi, kasi guys, dito, nasa laptop ko kasi yun. Pero anyway, hindi pa ako nilalagay kasi bago yung computer na to, but let me check. I-off ko lang, guys, yung share ko, guys, para I can check the password. Meron na akong listahan eh. Wait, question muna kayo, guys. Kukunin ko lang yung password na. May question ba kayo?
Sir Dwight, mahilig ka po mag-question. Baka po may question dyan. Sir Ronnie. Sir JR, meron kayo question? Na-amaze lang. Introduction pa lang po tayo sa selling. So, we'll discuss, we'll have more of that next week. Makikinig muna. Sir JR. Sino pa dito? Si Ronnie. Sir Ronnie. Sir Rodel. Me too, silent listener nyo this. So yeah, parang new kasi siya sa parang trail ng ating discussion, no? In the previous weeks, we talked about the creative side of things, right? And now we're into the, sabi ko nga, higher level, parang next level na po. I need to review this video to digest it better. Alright. Okay lang po yan, sir. Kikinig muna. So parang girl power muna tayo ngayon, no? Girl power yung mga most participative, si Ma'am Joanne and Ma'am Jackie. Ma'am May, May pala. Kayo na lang po ang kulang sa girl power. Tsaka si Ma'am Ella. Kapo, meron kayong question.
Ayan guys, nahanap ko na yung password.
Ayun. Wala na kayong time mag-question.
Wala na. Okay na pala eh. Ayos pala eh. Oh, good na. Ayan, so ito yun guys. So, diba dito sa ConvertKit yung make your own break, ito yung email ko na to. So sa make your own break, nag-search ako dito. Hindi sila sumagot. So, yun may mga sagot nila dito. That's so inspiring. Thank you for sharing this. And I'm into graphic designs. Medyo siya, may konting connect. Tapos, yung mga sagot nila dito si Christine, can I walk in on your event? Ganun na siya. Like, literally, I have package. Alam mo yun, parang hihingi na nila yung package ng course. Nag-gets na guys na
Right.
yung kwento naman namin, ayun, nagbayad na. Parang iba na yun. Yung kwento ko ito, nagbenta ba ako? Hindi naman ako nagbenta dito eh. Yun yung parang siya, ito, long message about. So, akala talaga nila guys na, sa tingin nyo ba, these people will not parang eventually buy your product? Or, nakita nyo nga kanina iba may bumili na, di ba? So, ayun siya guys, yun yung power ng not being sleazy.
Yeah.
Gets nyo? Kasi, you're just literally offering them. Ginawa mo na yun one time lang eh. Nandito na talaga siya eh. Ginawa ko tong mga listahan na to ng mga emails 3 years ago pa, tapos akala niya na sinulat ko pa lang para sa kanya. Di ba? So, ito ngayon, no, sabi na may problem siya. Can't afford my transportation. So, medyo naghihirap siya. Pero, alam mo yung nangyari? Because he is telling this, pwede ko nang gamitin na naman to dun sa, naalala niyo yung FAQ na part?
Yeah.
Pwede ko na naman itong i-add sa database ko. So, when I write another email, I can say na, alam mo ba na kahit wala kang pamasahe, nagkaroon ka ng stop ng school, another person will actually probably have the same parang situation. Diba? So, yan siya. So, ito si Make Your Own Bake. So, parang I'm just going to go through some of the answers. Ayan. Nasa corporate world ako right now. Mas bata pa nga siya sa akin. Diba? So, these are people who are answering these emails, guys. Like ito. I seldom seen this. Yan. So, parang siya, guys. Yun nga. Meron yan dyan. Let's look for... Marami kasing sumagot dyan eh. Like ito si Leo Quino. Got fired my job stage. So, what happens now, hindi ka lang artist before or creative before, but you're really helping other people parang also find their own parang passion din. So ito si Leo Aquino. check natin si Lea Aquino, guys. Kung naging customer ba siya kasi grabe yung sagot niya. So, si Lea Aquino, ayan, nag-register na siya. Sent bank details. So, ayan, nagbayad siya ng 7,000. Yan, kita niyo guys. So, nagbayad siya ng 50%. That's usually yung 50% dun sa actual na class. So, yun siya guys. I don't think I need to really parang explain na it works and it can work for you then. So that as an artist, you can literally do it as a service or may product ka nga, like si Ma'am Joanne na yung binibenta niya yung package for travel for budget conscious people. So ano siya if you're anything like me na normal person lang naman pero ako kasi wala akong alam talaga dito kahit saan dito. Nag-ano lang din ako. Nag-dive in and kung ano yung nasa harap ko, I started to learn and yun, I've been lucky enough to be able to share it right now. Pero kaya naman yung next. What's your question? And let me know para masaya.
Yun. Question and answer na tayo. Yan. Yay. So, sino yung mga questions? May mga questions pala. Wala. Going once, build a list. Sir, may question po ako. Paano po kayo nag-build ng list? From Joanne.
Ayun, kasi yun nga, di ba, Jo, yung ginawa mong guide, ipapamigay mo siya ng
libre.
Free, di ba? So, yung sa akin kasi, sa website, meron kaming isang page where pinamimigay namin to. Picture lang yun pero for some reason, may mga pumapasok dyan, nakikita nila kasi nandidiscover nila kami. And once they click this one, give it to me, lalagay sila ng subscription dyan. Tapos, yun nga, pag nakuha nila yung picture lang talaga yun, literally PNG lang yun. Hindi ko pa nga naayos yan kasi matagal ko na itong pinabayaan na parang side ng business. Kasi may iba akong ginagawa ngayon. But after that, yun yung nangyayari, Johan. After that, they automatically become part of this sequence. Itong sequence na to. So, kita niyo dito guys yung open rate namin. Yung mga reports namin. Because we know the audience, 65%, 60% open rate. Yeah, so, ano siya, you can only parang get this if you really study your audience. So, pero kaya mo siyang study, hindi siya mahirap. Literally, tanungin mo lang sila. Yun lang, yung question ko dito, yung ginagawa ko lang, like the first welcome email. I just asking, where are you now sa videography journey mo? Alam to ni Franklin what's your single biggest challenge you're struggling with when it comes to it? Tapos yun lang.
Nahuhook.
Ayan, so sabi naman ni Jacqueline, what about them? Saan ka dapat mag-focus? So yun nga guys, sa email marketing, a lot of people think na medyo mahirap siya. Pero literally, kausapin mo lang yung mga tao sa loob. Like, you were talking to one person. Yun lang, and talk about their problems. Kahit wala ka pang solution basta if your audience feels na mas alam nila, na mas alam mo yung problem nila kaysa mas alam nila, kahit anong ibenta mo sa kanila, hopefully, wag mo naman silang lokohin, pero kahit anong i-offer mo sa kanila, may tiwala sila sa'yo kasi they have this notion na you know their pain points. And kami, medyo naging swerte kasi videographer din kami. Alam namin yung pain point. We
Mm.
want to help them. So yun. And sabi ni Dwight, what major challenge did you experience after leaving the corporate world? And how did you overcome it? Sir, Knox-Spencer ba si Dwight? So, marami kasi nagtanong sa akin yan, kaya buha ko ng article sa YouTube.
Yun. Mm-hmm.
Ayan. Diba? Ayos, diba?
And ready. Ayun.
So,
Galing.
siya. Pero nandito yung mga problem ko, yung procrastination. Kasi akala mo kasi, marami kang free time.
Mm.
Ikaw na yung sariling boss mo eh. Pero yun nga, if you don't think about, kasi magiging freelance ka na eh. Kasi kung wala kang ibang income, automatically freelance, freelancer ka. Or, you can be a business owner, pero independent business owner ka na. Diba? So, ito yung ginawa ko overtime. Tapos ito na nga, nagkaroon na ako ng school. Pero, meron pa akong, nag-evolve pa rin yung kwento ko. Like, ngayon, I'm working more online with more customers na wala sa Pilipinas kasi I'm able to connect with foreign clients na. And because kasi recently nagkaroon kami ng baby, yung first child namin, parang nagbago na naman yung priorities ko. Ayoko na lumabas ng bahay kasi pwede naman palang hindi lumabas ng bahay kahit and mag-earn ng maayos eh. So yun siya. Yan. Di ba? Hindi siya, like ako sa inyo guys, ako nga actually, pwede lang guys, huwag kayong mag-sign up sa mga forms ko kasi unless ano kayo, totoong
Videographer.
yes sa video.
Mm.
Kasi hindi ako mahilig magbenta yung point eh. Like, nandyan lang siya, pero may bumibili. Pero like ako, like ikaw, I'm not going to convince you to buy. It just, nangyayari na lang siya kasi if you deliver value nga, you inadvertently, parang yung mga tao may gahanap sila ng, may mga magtatanong sa'yo na, so then wala ka bang binibentang course dyan, or wala ka bang
Mm.
binibentang module dyan for video, parang ganun. So, usually nga, it turns out, meron pala ako binibenta, pero hindi ko siya binabalandra out there. Like ganun. So, yun. So, yun siya guys. Sana na got a lot out of that. I hope na natuwa kayo dun. Pero, yun. Any other question?
Any other question? Si Sir Dwight kasi feeling ko ano to eh. He's leaning towards videography din eh. Kasi ngayon yung ano niya, photography Sir Dwight, right? And then yun, connect na yun with video.
Oh, tumatawid kasi yun eh. Like,
Yeah.
meron talaga. Aba, nabasa na kagad ni Sir Dwight.
Grabe. Mahina.
So, yun siya guys. Yun lang. Anything else guys na you want to talk about?
Yay. Sir Ronnie, hindi pa kayo nagsasalita. Hindi ka pa kayo ano, sir? Si Sir Ronnie yung pinakamahiyain sa grupo. Wala. Wala na ba? Any questions po?
Yun, okay na sila bro.
Wala na ata. Pakitay po sa ano sa chat box po natin if we're cool. If we're okay na po, if we don't have any questions. Or if you have questions pa para po mahabol natin. Okay na po, sir. Ayun.
Okay na daw.
All good.
Ayan. So, and guys, I hope so yun siya guys, you don't need to be working yourself ragged palagi. And if you just put out content, get free content siya ngayon, um, people will realize, yung ma-attract nyo kasi doon, if you make the right content, yung mga taong gusto nyo. Kasi you're making it for an audience na ikaw nag-design eh. Diba? You want to reach out or to connect with that audience. So, everything inside of there is really working for you. And kahit mo sabihin na may upfront na work, eh, ginawa mo naman na siya before eh. Like, hindi naman na siya mahirap sa'yo. So, just start helping people and then over time, magko-convert yan sila. So, yun. Yan.
Alright. Wala na ba ang ano? Master, just in case po, meron sa kanila interested to get into videography, where can they contact you or where can they contact you?
Yung ano kasi, yung brick and mortar kasi to. So yung Shoot Practical Videography School, this is an actual workshop venue. Maliit na siya, di ba nakita nila doon? You can search that or just Google videography workshop.
Alright.
Philippines. So lalabas kami doon sa unang search results.
Oh.
Pero yun siya. So if ever lang you guys are interested with ano kasi siya eh, very physical siya na art. Like you really have to go there, kailangan mong aralin yung paano mount ng camera. If you're interested in doing that, you can Google Videography Workshop Philippines or just go straight to Shoot Practical Videos.
Okay. Alright. This yung episode natin ngayon is napaka jam-packed, no? Not only the technical side of it, but also the inspirational side of it, no? We learned and we get to see how the master show then transformed from being a corporate quote-unquote slave, yung tawag natin dun sa di ba? A corporate slave to becoming an internet business owner or a freedom. We have who has the financial freedom, right? Yun, yes, sabi ni Sir Dwight. Yun yung alam ko si Sir Dwight gustong-gusto na nito mag-escape from slavery by doing the things that he loves to do, especially on making creations. And of course, you can't do that kung hindi magiging profitable yung business natin. Alright? Kung wala na po tayong question, I'm requesting everyone to please turn on your camera. Pwede po ba?
Uy, may selfie ah.
Mag-selfie tayo, syempre, of course.
Ang lalaki pala si Sir Dwight ah.
Ano yan? Vacation mode pa yan. Ayan. Sir Rodel, you're here pala. Sir, hindi kayo nag-question. Okay. Saan niyo ba? Sir JR. Andito na, dalawa si Sir JR. Sir, Ma'am Ella. Kamera po, ma'am. Ma'am Jackie? Yung baby natin, tulog na ba dyan? Yan, Ma'am Ella. Ma'am Mai. Hi.
Dapat pala pagka may training na parang dapat maliligo talaga ako dapat eh.
Hindi naman obvious na nasa bahay lang at hindi pa naliligo. So I'm so honored talaga, Master, na you're here and you shared your passion in creating. And of course, tayo naman kasi mga creative people, meron tayong something inside us that really want to get out, no? Parang we want to be practical by doing something na hindi in line sa ating creativity. Ganon. Pero parang yung mga creativeness or creativity natin, I believe na it's planted inside us, not to be wasted. just not just to stay there, but to get out and to share other people. And if you can share it and help other people, and of course make profit from it, that's the best thing, right? The best thing that could happen. So thank you so much, Master, for inspiring us and for sharing that it's really possible to do that. It's possible to do that if we follow our passion, we enjoy what we love, and then we make profit from it. All right. Okay. 5 seconds. Wala na bang question? So I can unmute. I can unmute someone who wants to talk or to share the question. Wala na. Wala na. Thanks, sir. So true. So, sige po. Ano ba ngayon? Week 5. Week 5. So, week 5. Week 5, everyone. Saan ba yung kamay ko? Ayan. Ayan. Ay, nawala yung kamay ko. Oh no. Where's my hand? Hindi ko makita. May delay. Sige po. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Thank you, Master.